Sorry. Yeah, Anjali.
Okay. On behalf of Team Vidya, a very warm welcome to all. Nobody knows what will happen in the next moment of our lives. Whatever is in store for us, the only thing we can be sure of is that nothing in life is certain. And since we all fear the unknown, life's uncertainty is a constant source of worry to us. If this year has taught us anything, it's uncertainty. Although we may see the light at the end of the tunnel with the vaccine accessible to most, it's going to take a while to shake off the trauma of 2020 that has delivered us. Uncertainty flooded our everyday lives, between not knowing when our health and safety wouldn't be under a threat to not understanding the different restrictions state to state, or to simply not knowing when our daily lives would resume to normal. It's tough to swallow. But this is not the only time in our lives that we have faced uncertainty. I think uncertainty strikes different people at different times. I know we all are different and in how much uncertainty we can tolerate in our life. Some people seem to enjoy taking risks and living unpredictable lives, while others find the randomness of life deeply distressing. But all of us have a limit. If you feel overwhelmed by uncertainty and worry, it's important to know that you're not alone. Many of us are in the same boat. It's important to realize no matter how helpless and hopeless you feel, there are steps you can take to better deal with uncontrollable circumstances. Elevate your anxiety, face the unknown with more confidence. What it requires is changing our mindset. Life doesn't have to be one worry after the next, a steady stream of what if, what's going to happen to me, is this job that I'm going to get or not. It's vital to count one's blessings always, as one tends to ignore what we already have. Today's session with Ms. Nivedita Sharma Avasthi, who is a certified clinical hypnotherapist, trans regression therapist, Reiki grandmaster, international trainer, and what appealed to me most is a new age life coach, will be guide for all of us at Vidya. How to handle life's greatest challenges with ease, find clarity during the unknown. Her guidance will help us take the first step towards a lighter, brighter, more hopeful, and we'll learn the art of enjoying life in her own unique style. I would encourage all participants to take active part in the workshop. And in the end, you can ask questions, you can bring in a notepad, and I would request everyone to please put their videos on so that we are all connected. I would also like to extend my sincere appreciation to Rashmi ma'am for organizing this love and self-care workshop for all of us. It's a platform where we all get the opportunity to share knowledge and experiences of self-care under the guidance of experts and professionals. May I now request Rashmi ma'am to share her thoughts and her own experience with Ms. Nivedita, and request Ms. Nivedita to please share her own inspiring personal journey of healing with all of us.
Thank you very much, Anjali. That was so beautiful. For your young age, you have a lot of wisdom. I'm very proud of you for that.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
ma'am.
Keep that up. It's beautiful. So we are so blessed and so honored to have you, Nivedita, with us today, with the Vidya family today. And it's a family that will greatly learn from all your wonderful passion. And we're all looking forward to learning a lot from you today. So I have always been a great fan of Nivi, as I call her, for short, for two very special reasons. One is she's from Himachal Pradesh, Dharamsala, where I'm also from, where I spent my childhood. So it's a very special connect we have. And the other is she has a heart of gold. You'll soon discover that. So here is Nivi. It's not that she heals with her hands like she of course does, but she also heals from her heart and with her kind words, with her loving ways. So sometimes just talking to her helps you to heal. I know several people who Nivi has healed from with great medical problems, just without any medication actually, just with her working on them and her belief in them and her faith in them. So recently, as you know, I had a bout of infection and I'm recovering from it. It is Nivi who gave me some beautiful crystals that have put me back on my feet. So thank you for that, Nivi. So we're really looking forward to learning from you today, all of us together. And I'm happy that Devika will be doing the closing remarks. Devika Mathur, she's the Vidya Bangalore leader, will be asking you the questions from the team and the closing remarks.
Yes.
So, as Anjali shared, kindly keep yourselves on mute, and we look forward to a wonderful session together and learning together. A family sticks together when it learns together. So this family of Vidya will, that is
True.
the joy of it all, and give us
Very, very true.
the impetus to handle everything that we have in our plate together. Thank you, Nivi, and over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that amazing introduction. I'm overwhelmed, and I'm just any other person. So, healing doesn't happen by me, but it happens through me, and I think I'm just a catalyst. And as you said that you wanted to know how I came into this field. It's a journey of my own experiences more than the bookish knowledge, and those all those certifications which you see are just there, but it's my own journey of when I had rheumatoid arthritis quite a few years back when I was carrying my second child. It was a bad space, and the doctors said that it'll turn to lupus, which is a degenerative tissue disease. I have no clue from where that rheumatoid came and how it crippled me for those 9 months as I was carrying my baby. Very scared of what's going to happen to him because I was on heavy medication. However, two things I always believed in. I think what my parents also have taught me to have trust in the divine and surrender, but that trust goes out of the window when in every joint of your body is paining and you know that, okay, don't know what's going to happen. And with due respect to doctors, but sometimes what they say, it goes into your mind simply because they are the authority, and of course they are saying with logic. And I thought my life is over. I went into depression and in a very bad state of mind, because I thought, what am I going to do? How am I going to live my entire life? Because of, it was a very young age, right? Then a chance with one of the healers, one of my friends, she took me there and she said, why don't you come? I said, what can he do? I'm already on heavy medication for rheumatoid. So just come. She dragged me there, and I think I met this person. I don't know where he is. His name was Ashwini. And he just said to me, I couldn't sit down because my knees were hurting so much. He said, Nivedita, you know what? The issue is not in the body. The issue is here. It's in the mind. Will you do whatever I ask you to do? I was like, sir, if you can take this pain away, I will do anything in the world. I just want this pain to go away. And I think that's how my journey of talking to your body, talking to your subconscious, understanding that not everything is just figment of imagination. So many diseases are psychosomatic. And if it is psychosomatic, if it is created by the mind, it can also be uncreated by the mind. And he told me one thing, which I tell everyone: to heal anything in our lives, we have to heal at the mental, at the physical, at the emotional, at the spiritual levels of being. And of course, if there is a grace of God, you have that faith and that trust, you meet the right people at the right time and they guide you on the journey. So that's how then for 1 year, I did everything what he told me. I spoke to my body. I started writing positive affirmations. Louis Hay book, Heal Your Life, became my Bible. Okay, all that I do now, I learned it through him, just to kind of heal myself. I used to really talk to my body. Everybody used to say, is it going to happen? You keep writing these affirmations like crazy on the paper. I was like, it doesn't matter. If it's going to heal me, I would definitely do it. And trust me, after 3 months, after 90 days is when I started seeing changes in my body happening. When I was going to the doctors, the rheumatoid arthritis was coming negative. I didn't tell them what I'm doing. I just said, I'm taking your medications, but the medications were reducing. I didn't stop the medication because I knew my body required that medication at that point of time. After 1 year of doing that, there was no rheumatoid arthritis in the body. So medically it was proven. And of course my joints had healed. I had lost oodles of weight. My mindset had completely changed. And that's when my quest into holistic started. I soaked myself in this knowledge. I certified myself. I kept studying, certifying, doing all kinds of things, because I knew, because my passion and vision was that I met one person who changed my life. What I want to do, and tell that this also exists, and you can integrate it with your medicines. You can integrate it with anything. So here I am today, in front of you, and I'm a live example of healing my own self. So when somebody comes and asks me, Nivedita, I have thyroid, or I have diabetes, or I have this, do you think you will be able to heal it? I said, I am just going to be the catalyst. It's you. If you have created in the psychosomatic, if the reason is psychosomatic, if you created in your soma of your body, you can also uncreate it. All you need to do is keep doing it, whatever, whatever I'm suggesting. And it's a journey where both of us come together. And yes, then the magic just begins and happens. And yes, so whatever I do, I train people because I don't want it to remain it only with me. It grows together. Like whatever you guys do, it's so beautiful, and you all grow together. So yeah, I'm very passionate about this, and I'll keep talking all the time. So it's all about believing in yourself, and whatever you're doing, consistently doing it. And yes, the God above or the God inside you will definitely then help you out to come out of that stress. Second thing which I believe in is to teach very simple, easy, effective techniques, which we all can do, not any complicated stuff, which we can do daily and incorporate it into our daily lives. So the technique which I'm going to teach today is also going to be very simple, very easy, very effective. And after the session also, if you want that, you want some more help, I can record the video of this technique and I can share it with Rashmidi and share it with all of you. And you please do it. You can always reach out to me whenever you feel there is some kind of, a doubt. So that's about me. So without much ado, I will start. Let me start with screen sharing. So I have a simple request. You can keep your mics on mute. And if possible, I would like to see your lovely faces. So it would be great if I could see all of you. Just give me a sec. Yeah. So that's the topic today, stress management, how to handle the uncertainties that we all face with a simple technique called emotional freedom technique. I'll go to that technique a little later. But first, I want this session to be very, very interactive. Okay. And I want answers from all of you. What do you think is stress? There's no right or wrong answer. You think whatever you feel stress is. What is stress? Who would like to answer the first question?
When you're overwhelmed by an emotion.
Beautiful. Thank you. And anybody else? What is stress for them? Overwhelmed by an emotion. What else is stress? Because for everyone, the definition will be different.
Stagnated thoughts beyond our limitation.
Stagnated thoughts beyond our limitation. Wonderful answer. Lovely. Okay. Beyond our limitation. The coping is not happening.
Trying to control the outcomes and constantly thinking of what is going to happen. Constant thoughts.
Lovely. You guys have answered the second question also. Is there something called good stress?
No.
Is there something called good stress?
Yeah. If it is in a limited level, we should require always stress.
Yes.
If there is no stress, there is no work will be done.
Yes.
Yes. Right. So students, they need to have that good stress. Then only we study, right? Last day of the school. I think there is somebody. Mute someone. There's a lot of background noise. So when you answer, then only please unmute yourself. So when we were in school, remember the last day of the school, the last day of the exam, how much we used to study. So that stress is good. Or the stress, oh my God, what if I fail in exam? I better study for my maths. So that stress is good, right? There is always a brake in the car. Why? So if there is an eventuality, we put a brake. So stress is good also. It's not that all the stress is bad all the time. But somebody very beautifully said, to a certain limitation. Correct? So we have around, I think, 86 people on the call. Tell me, how do you guys deal with your stress? When the stress comes, when it's beyond your limitations or emotions are overwhelming, how do you deal with the stress? Your own coping mechanisms. All of you can tell us. Maybe I will also get enlightened. of how you deal with your stress.
I deal with my stress through prayers.
Through prayers, lovely. That's definitely one way.
Prayer, chanting, and talking to other people about it, sharing.
Lovely, sharing. Any other
2 ways I will control my stress always. One is
okay?
long breath. Second is silent meditation. That is a
Lovely.
vipassana meditation.
Lovely. I will definitely add meditation today. Anything else?
I try to
Breathing
divert my.
exercise.
Sorry. One by one. Sorry.
I try to divert myself in creating something in my
That's also
hobbies.
very nice. That's also very nice. It's a different kind. You change your, thought process from this diversion of stress. Like it's called the constructive way of dealing with stress, especially women. I think if they're too stressed, they might start cleaning the house and the whole house is sparkling clean.
Sparkling.
Then you feel very happy. Like, wow. So that's also one way of dealing with stress. Yes, and everybody.
Ma'am, depends upon the stress. The methods also varies.
Beautiful, brilliant. Depending upon the stress, the methods are different, and everyone is unique being here. We are not like this laptop or the phones in which you are sitting. We all have a unique processor, and every unique processor will have its own way of dealing with the stress. So even the methods that I might today, some of you might agree with it, some of you might not work for you, but that does not mean that this is the only method. All of you have your own ways to deal with it, and we as we are all unique beings, we all work in a different way. So
I think what really helps is once you understand and accept that you have stress. If I know I'm stressed, and then I realize that, okay, I'm making some negative assumptions or seeing some things, then I know how to deal with myself in my own unique way.
lovely. What's your good name, please? Because I can see you on the screen.
I'm sorry, okay, I put the thing on. I'm Pratima Goel.
Pratima, because there are, the screen sharing is in there. Thank you, Pratima. You've already hijacked my session, it looks like. Lovely acceptance, because that's what we are going to do today.
Yeah.
And there is something called, ACT, the therapy, which is like acceptance commitment therapy, which is big. It's coming. So we all know it. Sometimes still it comes up. Then what do we do? So why not learning a few simple techniques which could help us out? Okay. So what does this picture bring in your mind? So I'm taking you back to our ancestors. What happened to our ancestors when the survival was of utmost importance, right? So when a ferocious animal came, what would the caveman do? Either fight
Fight it.
or flight. There were only two responses. And the cognitive brain, the left brain prefrontal cortex, had not developed that much. We were all learning by experiences. Okay, I go and eat this berry. This is good. How will I know? If the person dies, that they will tell the son, you know what? The next generation, don't eat this berry. This is toxic. So we were all learning by experiences, right? And survival was of utmost importance. So whenever the saber-toothed tiger or any other animal came in front of you, there were two responses. What was that? Fight or flight. So for that, our adrenal glands pumped stress hormone adrenaline into the body. So blood started rushing either into the legs or into the hands. Yeah. However, as the man started evolving, he also realized one thing, that sometimes I can't flight. I can't fight. Now the animal is too big. Now what do I do? He learned the third response, which was freeze, which is playing dead. Freeze is something like modern day depression, where we go into the state of numbness. You don't even feel your emotions, which is not a great state. Again, depression, clinical depression, is a state of mind with we can bring people out clinical depression. So what I'm trying to tell you is, this part is in our limbic brain, which is in a primitive mind. So there is no logic there. Okay, the moment the ferocious animal comes, there is something called amygdala in the brain. You can go and Google it. It's called amygdala hijack. It will show this saber-tooth tiger only. And before you know, it has taken over you. And the subconscious, the work of the subconscious is only to save you. All our organs are connected to the subconscious. Okay. Sometimes you would have seen you when you suddenly react to a situation, later on you feel, but why did I do like this? I could have responded in a different way, right? Because by that time the adrenals have gone down, cortisol levels have gone down, and the left brain has taken over now. And then you realize, oh, it was now either fight or it was flight. And that's a normal response that we all go through. However, like somebody said, I do meditation. Somebody said, I start doing some other, kind of a constructive thing. I feel better, because by that technique, your adrenaline levels go down, cortisol levels go down, and the left brain takes over and says, you know what? I'm breathing. I'm alive. Things are fine. I can take charge of the situation. I'm sure I can do something about it. So that is when your left brain takes over. So all these techniques that we do relaxes the adrenal glands, reduces the stress hormone, and the left brain takes over, which is the logic, thinking, analysis, coping, all will come over there. Okay. So this is what happens for us in the modern day scenarios. We either fight. The moment there is a change, we are so used to being in the same situation all the time, but the moment there's a change, we either fight, flight, or freeze. And as I said, the amygdala takes over, talking about, oh, there is a sudden change. Now, if you see last year, we were so petrified of how we are going to, let's say, go on the internet. I had a lot of stress because I was so used to seeing people every day, because for me, it's very physical. My work is very physical, right? They come in my office, I connect to them, I'm doing therapy with them. Suddenly, I was under stress that how am I going to connect to my audience or my clients online? But over the period of time, I adapted, they adapted, and now I think all our work is happening online. I think all of us did this, right? We were so petrified of technology. I too was. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to deal with so many things there on the computer? But we all learned. So from that fight, flight, we finally adapted. We accepted. Somebody said acceptance. So instead of going fight, flight, or freeze, we accept the situation. We take charge as adult of today, and we know how to deal with it. However, the default mechanism is fight, flight, freeze. That is our default, fight and flight. Now we have to reduce this fight and flight. And first of all, you have your notepads, and as I'm talking, maybe you can make a note of like, where do I just go into fight and flight? Where do I just react? Which are these people in my life or situations in my life which have my remote control and my trigger button just goes off? Most of the time, it will be people who are very close to you. They are the ones, they could press your trigger buttons. Or is it a financial stress? Or is it a health stress? Or it's an emotional stress? Or it's a relationship stress? If you see in the current scenario, all these stresses are there for us. You know, some people, if the job is not happening, definitely financial stress is there, right? There is a fear of maybe contacting COVID, or your family member or your loved one gets it. There is so much of scare and fear about it. And this is a dreaded disease, right? So that's stress. Sometimes our loved ones are in the other part of the world. You worry about. You have stress about them also.
Yeah,
right?
the
So, can you please mute yourself?
Yeah, machli ya cow.
Thank you. So that's stress, right? So that is more of an emotional stress.
Or kya
And sometimes there are long distance relationships. You know, your loved ones are, so that's stress. So there is a lot of stress. Like it or not, we are going into fight flight. It is happening everywhere. It is also because of the situation that is happening, right? It is a very different situation for us. I also go into fight flight zones so many times. Yeah. Now, how do we deal? So now, if you have your notepad in front of you, I would like you to just make a note which are those situations which are really bugging you? Is it at the financial level? Is it at the emotional level? Or is it more at the mental level? What are your beliefs? What is the belief which is really, really, really bugging you? And it really takes that good energy away, or you go into that numb state. I don't want to feel it. I don't hear about it. So even that. Okay, because this is normal reaction. We all will have it unless we have completely frozen it. Or we have to be Buddha, like the one which is behind Anjali and behind me. But we are not Buddhas all the time. we become Buddhas in states. So it is important to achieve that Buddha state, so have that good energy now to flow into something which is bothering us. Are you with me? Thank you. So let us go to the next slide. Okay. Fine. So if you see on the screen, I've written thoughts, emotions, energy, physical body. You might be wondering, what is this? And on the left side is mind. So do you all agree with me that everything starts with a thought? Vidya also started with a thought. Let's have something, isn't it? A thought which started in Rashmidhi's mind. And so many of you have put in your thoughts, right? So a thought is just a thought. It's not a positive or a negative thought unless you put an emotion to it, right? A thought is just a thought, right? So are emotions positive and negative? So what could be a positive thought? Give me a sentence with a positive thought. Anyone can unmute, one person at a time. Give me a sentence of a positive thought.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass. How does this make you feel when you say this thought?
It's just give you a kind of a sense of relief that it's just a momentary thing. It's just a time. You suppose if a child is hurt, you say, okay, beta, this will, this is just momentary. This too shall pass. You have pain for some time, but after that, you'll be fine. You will not even remember this. Similarly.
Thank you for that. And the moment you said that, this too shall pass, there was a sense of relief, as you said. There was a sense of calmness in that voice, right? So this thought gives you also a space. This too shall pass, right? A positive relief and also a calmness. Give me an example. If somebody else can give me an example of a negative thought. Sorry, but
everything is good for me.
That's a positive thought. How does that make you feel?
Everything is good for me.
Beautiful. How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it makes me relax, because after good, something is going to happen bad to worse to good. So both will be vice versa only. Accept everything as it is. So that bad is also for me good to proceed further.
Okay.
To pick my thoughts.
It relaxes you. Okay. Give me an example of a negative thought. Somebody else. We have enough negative thoughts nowadays. Sorry, folks.
I don't see this pandemic coming to an end.
Wow. That's a huge, that's a big one. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? Yeah, I'm asking you because you gave me.
Yeah. Yes. So it brings in a lot of uncertainty, and it doesn't help me to plan ahead, because you're battling with uncertainty every day. You're battling with grief, and whatever you've chalked out doesn't seem to materialize, because they're bottlenecks, they're lockdowns, where you feel that, okay, you're going to get back to work, suddenly there's a lockdown imposed. When you feel odd jobs in the house, domestic chores need to be attended to. When you decide to bring in your handyman, it's a lockdown. You can't do that. So everything is at stalemate point. So life seems to have come to a halt. But of course, we are forging ahead in spite of that.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I could hear that in your voice, how much uncertainty. And we all are in uncertainty. Even I am in equal uncertainty. All of us are. And life is definitely uncertain at this point of time. And as you very beautifully brought out, whatever we had decided to, or whatever, nothing is in our control. As human beings, till now, everything used to almost be thought, everything is in my control. Now nothing is in our control, and that is what freaking us out big time, because we as humans thought everything is sorted, especially some of us who are very structured, and everything was like a structure for them. Now the structure is so broken. As I said, unknown zone, we don't know what to do. We decide something, not happening. We were so used to our house helps coming up and everything was like working great, not there. So we all are going, and there is a lot of uncertainty, but we cannot do anything about the uncertainty. That is not in my hand. This uncertainty, this fear, this anxiety is going to come up. The amygdala is going to hijack you. You are going to go through all this because, as I said, this is in your limbic brain. It's in your emotional brain. It is going to and say, oh, this is not going to happen. Oh, that is not going to happen. Oh, you have not done this. You have not done that. That time, take a deep breath and breathe and say, you know what? I'm able to breathe, and I'm breathing right now. Sorry, I jumped a little early into it, but since that came up, I want to tell. As long as I have a breath, I always have the ability to make a choice. As long as I have breath. Once I pop out of this body, then I cannot make a choice. But I have the ability to make a choice. Now, what is it that I can do at this moment? That emotion will lead that kind of energy into your body, energy which will finally sit into the physical body, because mind and body is one unit. We all are going. I also have lost a couple of my really very close loved ones, my aunts. I can't even go and see her. She was the one who had brought me up from childhood, and just one fine day, she's not there. So I felt that emotion, I felt that energy, or other things which are happening. But what we have to do, not allow this uncertain emotion to go into the body, because finally our body is paying the price of all these uncertainties, right? That is in our hand. What is it that I can change? Please feel that emotion. It is very important to feel that emotion, and sometimes acceptance might not work. You are feeling angry, feel the anger. Do not repress or suppress the anger. You have to feel it, so you have to relive it and then release it, and not allow that energy to finally trickle into the physical body. Because what has been seen that, especially nowadays, you would have seen your body is getting very tight, or suddenly certain part of the body is hurting or paining, and you have no clue why this is happening. This is because right now we are soaked in that environment also. Even if you want to think positive, right? Suddenly a phone aega, or you see some message on the group. Your loved one or your friend with whom you had gone to school is suddenly not there. It will take your mind away, right? You will be so scared. But okay, you feel the feeling completely, and then now what can I do? Because that is in my hand. The choice to be present to myself is in my hand. And that we do slowly. Be with it, allow that adrenaline down, because finally it's my body, and my body is my energy, and my energy is my responsibility. So I will feel it, but I'll not allow this thing, these thoughts, these emotions, this negative energy to completely, destroy my peace of mind. So we need that. Are you all with me? So uncertainty is there. So as you're sharing, please write down what is really driving you crazy, what is really, like things out of control, maids, all that stuff which is coming up to you. Please write it down. I don't want you to suppress it. I want you to bring it out and write it on that notepad, and also write how is it making you feel. If it's okay to feel angry, it's okay to feel frustrated, it's okay to feel sad. First we have to purge things out. If this glass is full, right, with water, do you think I can put in anything? I cannot. People sometimes say, I meditate, but nothing happens. My mind is so all over the place. First I have to empty the glass, empty the cup. Then only I can put in something positive. Otherwise, sorry for this gross example, otherwise it's like icing on a cow duck. Everything is fine. Everything is not fine, because that becomes positive toxicity. There is cow dung and it's stinking. I need to do something about the cow dung. So I need to clean that first. And then I top it up with something beautiful. Makes sense? Are you with me? Thank you. So please write that down. As I'm saying, what are those thoughts? What are those emotions which are really, because everything starts with a thought. Now, we can change at any of these levels. We can change at the thought level, at the perception level. The hypnotherapy and all these, we work at the thought level. We work over there. Mind, what is in the mind? Go to the core issue. What is it that first time triggered it? Or the psychotherapy. Emotions, which I'm going to teach you, emotional freedom technique, which is going to work at all the levels. Or at the emotional level, which are the emotions which are triggered and why are they triggered? What made them trigger and what do we do about it? Energy work. Rashmidi was talking about that beautiful crystal which I gave her. Crystals have beautiful frequencies because of their colors, because of the minerals that they carry, and somehow they just make you feel calm or happy. So that is at the energy level. Or your chakras, the chakra system people call to Reiki. All these work at the energetic level. You don't see, but the subtle body is around you, the electromagnetic field, which we call as aura, or the physical body. Some of us, bust the stress out by doing physical exercise. It could be Zumba, it could be yoga, it could be running, it could be gymming, anything, or just movement of the body. Listen to some good music and you feel so happy. So at every level, we can bust the stress. You will have your own go-to technique. Okay, or all these things, 4 things put together. I will try to incorporate all the 4 things together for you today with the technique that I'm teaching. So let us now understand. This is the one which I'm going to teach you today. But before I go here, I want to, as you're sitting and as you're listening to me, some of you might be feeling that emotional stress, or some of you might be feeling some kind of a physical stress in the body. How's your body feeling today? Where in the body do you feel, I have this physical discomfort, or have this, kind of, I don't want to take a chronic pain, but I want to take something which has been really stressing you out last 1 month, 2 months in the body. Let's say, what I encounter nowadays is, because all of us are sitting in front of the laptops, this part of the body is kind of a little stiff, or, too much of neck could be stiff. If you could figure that out, find out for me and let me know how much is the physical discomfort. 1 is minimum and 10 is maximum. So you could figure that out. Then I'll tell what this technique is all about. Or emotionally, somebody said she's, so much of uncertainty. How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel angry? Does it make you feel frustrated? A lot of us are feeling helpless. If you're feeling helpless, 1 is minimum helplessness and 10 is maximum helplessness. Write that down and then tell me. Take your time. And I will be requiring, it will be great if one of you could be demos for me. I will take you through the process. All of us can also do with me, because I want you to learn this technique, and we'll see how the the threshold of the discomfort can come down. It would be great if somebody can volunteer. However, I want the pain to be above 5 or 6. 10 is maximum. 1 is very negligible. It could also be maybe stress here, or in the low back, or stiffness in the body which you're feeling. Physical, I can show very, very quickly. We can see the, and this technique works wonders. So that's what I'm going to teach you. I'll give you a couple of minutes so that you can figure it out and then reach out. So when I work with this technique with a lot of people, their physical discomforts have come down. They feel much, much, much better. It also works on sleeping disorders. It works on any kind of a stress in the body. It works on an emotional, physical, mental, any kind of a stress. It brings the stress levels down. So anybody would like to be, would be a demo for this? I would love to have a demo. Others can do with me as I'm going to do it. Otherwise, I'll just see some pretty faces and I'll just pick the people up. So nobody wants that physical discomfort to go from the body, is it? I told you it's not going to be a Gyan session. Everybody is great. Wow, Vidya, nobody is having physical discomfort. Awesome.
I can be a volunteer.
Anjali?
I'll be a volunteer.
Devika would like to go ahead.
Devika.
Yeah.
Because I just see 4 or 5 people on the screen. So, Devika, where is the physical discomfort for you?
Legs. Left leg.
Left leg. For how long this discomfort has been there?
More than a month.
Okay. So, what does it do to you? I mean, you feel, how does it make you feel? Like you feel restricted or you feel irritated, or what does it do to you?
It's just painful. That's all. Slight pain.
Where is the pain? In the leg? Which part of the leg? The
Upper
entire
part.
leg or?
The upper part and the lower part. Near the ankles.
You mean the thighs and the ankles?
Yes.
Okay, specifically thighs and ankles.
Yes.
And it's been there for last 1 month.
Yes.
And are you having it right now also?
Little.
How much is it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 5.
5. Okay. Thank you. So you be there. Anybody else also has any kind of a physical discomfort? Yeah, Anjali.
It's most of the time, you're always on the calls, the virtual meetings, the kids are running around, you have to be, I think with all call, everyone can correlate with all of us take the laptops, so even the phones in the kitchen, they are working. So by the time that meetings or the other sessions are over and you have some time by yourself, you just feel the pain here, there, you just do up and down. Sometimes you just do jumping jacks as well, just you make movements, high intensity workout, just feel. But yes, that is not is going to, the pain doesn't go, it's still there, but because again you have to, the next day again back to back you're on the same thing. Most of the time you're sitting. So this uncertainty of how I'm going to lose that weight, which is just going here in the body. So much is happening, and I feel I've heard it from most of the employees on all the organizations that they are facing a problem here in the neck and the shoulder. And when they get up after the meeting, because the meeting sometimes lasts for more than 2.5 hours, they get up and they are not able to stand properly. They take fractions of seconds and then they're able to walk, or you have to do other things. So then there is that numbness in the legs for long hours of sitting. And then you have, because even after the meetings you are on the laptop or other things, you're jotting down things, you're sending mails, so that takes a lot of toll on your legs because the movement is not happening.
I agree with you. So we all are having that, correct? And we see initially earlier before COVID, at least there was office, you go to office, you come back, and now there are no boundaries. You're carrying the same laptop everywhere. It's like, so they in the mind, for the mind, there's no rest. There's no rest. Because kitchen also is now workplace. Workplace is also workplace. Everywhere is workplace. So there is no rest for the mind. It's very important to have that space. And this is the part which is now paying the price of it. How much is the discomfort here for you, Anjali?
So in between the meetings, what I do is that I put my video off and I just do up and down.
How much is it now?
It's not now, not for me, but I see that most of the women who are above 50 or 60, they do have pain because of constant looking at the screen like this. So you're totally engrossed in what you're doing, and after some time, yes, there is a pain. So over here, the neck side, yes, you have a pain. I think most of them which I've heard it from people.
I get that. All of us will be doing it, but I want to know how much is it that you are having right now. You can turn your neck like this and like this. See the stiffness. All of you can see the stiffness. I'm sure even I'm having.
Yes, and it's
what's your level of pain, Anjali, as of now?
Yeah.
Not as of now, since I've done most of the exercises in the morning. Not as of now, but yes, after 3 hours, yes, there is a pain over here, and you feel a discomfort on the shoulders as well.
So there is zero discomfort for you right now, Anjali?
Not right now.
So then don't create it. If it's not there, good. You can still tap with me. Anybody else has another discomfort over here or anywhere in the body?
May I volunteer, please?
Yes.
I have a specific pain which is behind my knee.
Okay.
It is directly behind my knee, and it's been over 2 months, and it developed after, I always walk, at least do about 5 kilometers a day, but this has developed over the past 2 months, and every time I try to flex, it happens immediately after the walk, but there is this nagging pain that stays with me throughout the day. I'm always aware of it. Yeah.
Okay. What's your good name, please?
My name's Kavita.
Yeah, Kavita. Thank you for volunteering. So I wanted somebody like that who already has it and it's been nagging, and now maybe this technique would help. This will help everyone. How much is the level of that discomfort for you behind the knee?
So after a walk, it is about 8 to 9. But after 2 hours of resting, the nagging pain is between 4 to 5. Yeah.
And right now, how much is it if you get up and see and if you move?
Maybe 5. Yeah. I haven't moved much today, so.
Okay. So if you get up and you move a little bit and then you sit down, so it's behind the knees, you said, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So that, how does that make you feel, this nagging pain?
That I'm, that usually these kind of pains or sprains happen and it goes away fast. So it's got me thinking whether age is finally catching up with me. Is it age related? It creates a lot of confusion.
How does it make you feel?
Tired.
Yeah. Tired, frustrated.
Tired and frustrated. Yeah. I don't want to go to a doctor because I don't think I'll get the right thing for it. Yeah.
Okay. I hope this will help you, but this will have to continue for at least 21 days. Somebody said also, thank you for being there. Somebody also said, so write down the pain. I have this pain behind my knee. It nags me and it makes me feel, I want the emotion now. Others who are feeling the uncertainty, please take the uncertainty and tell me how much is the level of uncertainty for you. How does it make you feel? One minimum helplessness and 10 maximum helplessness or irritation or sadness. The uncertainty, how does it make you feel? Please write your own words and the level. This is more at the mental level now. Okay. Why I keep bringing you back to the body? Because we have become so mental that we have really lost the connect between the mind and the body. So I keep asking you to come back to the body, and this will also help you even if you're having a little bit of, kind of discomfort anywhere. It will anyway help you. So now that we have done the groundwork, what is this technique? How does it work? So you would have heard about painless acupressure or acupuncture, where there is also something called dry needling, where they, you go to this therapist and they have some, they have those spots where the meridians, the nadis in the body, right, through which the prana flows. That is the pranic energy. And when this get blocked is where the pain starts, or some kind of a distress starts happening. And we always say, my leg is hurting. Somebody said, my knees, my neck. It's my pain is, as Oprah had said, pay attention inwards. Now go in, find out what is it happening. Now what this technique will do, it's a painless acupressure or acupuncture. There are certain points in the body which I will be taking you through. We will be gently tapping them. When you tap these points of the body, the pain gets released. It's not only pain, it could be emotional distress also. It could also be children not able to focus. I work with children who are not able to focus. They start focusing and get good marks. So it's all about bringing the balance back. It could also be distress, or you don't feel like getting out of the bed. You do this, you will be able to, there'll be sudden surge of energy, because the moment the blocks are removed, science is the moment the blocks get removed, the pranic force, the pranic energy, good energy starts moving, the amygdala stops hijacking, left brain takes over, cortisol levels go down, and there is good energy in the body. And hopefully you might not have to really, really see the doctor so soon. One other thing is, age is again a number. When we saying pre-MS, post-PMS, 50, 40, great. But I think this is just, we keep on telling things to the body, and body just listens to what we say. Our body is the invisible mind. Mind is the invisible body. So please be very, very careful of what are you telling to the body? Because body will say, so be it, so be it. And body pays the price of this. And whatever pain that we are having, it is not now. You have been consciously or unconsciously, we have been putting that in the body, putting in the body, and one day the pain comes. Then we say, oh, now I know what it is. So we have to be very careful of what we are saying. So let's do this technique to restore your balance back so that you have good energy in the body. So what is this technique? The next slide has everything. So somebody who said, Kavita said that her knees hurt, right? So for Kavita, for you, the statement will be different. You just, in the fill in the blanks will be something different. That even though I have this pain at the back of my knee, which makes me feel irritated, frustrated, helpless, angry, whatever, I deeply and completely love and accept that part of me. Others who are feeling, even though I feel so helpless with this uncertainty, or even though I feel so sad because I'm not able to meet my loved ones, or I don't know how to do the housework, my maid is not coming, I'm so frustrated, I deeply and completely love and accept that part of me. I will take you through this process. And Kavita, I cannot see you, but if your video is there, I will be going through all of us, please do with me. So you can take either left or right hand, any hand you can take, and we start tapping very gently. Okay. And you can say after me, so read on the screen that even though I feel this, it could be physical discomfort, or you have to add in that, even though I feel this, fill in the blanks, I deeply and completely love and accept, heal and integrate that part of me. So we say 3 times, even though I feel this discomfort, or I feel this emotion, and I don't know the reason why. Sometimes we don't even know. I deeply and completely love and accept, heal and integrate that part of me. Once again, even though I feel this
pain in my leg.
Yeah, I deeply and
completely
love and accept, heal and integrate
that part of me.
Perfect. Now we take your 2 fingers and just start tapping just next to the eyebrow point. Yeah. Tap over there and just say this pain or this discomfort.
This discomfort.
End of the eyebrows. That's the next point. Yeah. It's very good that you're specifying the leg. That's very nice. Yeah.
Do I feel this pain in my left leg? I deeply and completely love.
Now you don't need to say the whole. Now you don't need to say the whole statement. Just say this pain, this discomfort, or that particular emotion, whatever is coming up. Just say that. Under the nose. That's the next point. Under the nose. You can see on the screen. These are the points where the stress is getting accumulated. Tapping on these parts will help you to release the stress. The groove of the chin.
Yes.
Yeah, just say this pain, this discomfort. You were also saying, every time I go out and I come back, it really becomes, goes to the level of 8. I don't want to go to the doctor. Whatever is coming up now, keep tapping that. The clavicle point here. Yeah. And armpits. Yeah, just little bit below that. Yeah, where you have the brass tap, that point. Okay, so we are going to go for 3 rounds. Top of the head. This is round 2. You can keep saying this pain, this uncertainty, it is driving me mad. My maids are not coming. I don't know what to do. I have to meet my loved ones. My body feels so stressed. My mind feels so stressed. So whatever is coming, there's nothing spiritual about it. You can also say 4-letter words if they're coming up. Please go ahead. Say that. Release it from your system. Don't say Nivedita told you, okay? You can also go and do it in the washroom. That's the good part of this technique. Jo bhi hai, nikal do. Under the nose. Trust me, your body doesn't have to pay the price. My God, this session is getting recorded. Oops.
It's okay. We all know how to deal with it.
Chin, move up the chin. We all know, but we still get it. Here, the clavicle point. Trust me, it's a very powerful technique. Sometimes I do for 1 hour with the client. It has taken chronic pains away. But of course, third round, we have to do it every day. That I'll take in the question and session hour, but let's do this first. I'm sure you might be already feeling, some of people start yawning, some people start relaxing. Sometimes people have breakdowns when they do this. They just want to cry. Okay, cry it out. I don't know why I want to cry. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Let it go. Yeah, nose, going to the chin. I see Sneha on my screen. She's very diligently doing it. I'm glad Sneha is also doing it. Great. It also helps you guys to release the weight, but you have to do it diligently. Excess weight in the body. So we have done 3 rounds. Now is the one most important. Now keep your hands on your chest. This is one of the most important part. Close your eyes and please take 3 deep breaths where you breathe in through the nose, deep till the pit of your stomach, and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. 2, and once again, breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Let it go. Let go of the discomfort, that pain. And let your eyes be closed. Please do not open the eyes. I wanted to check that physical level of discomfort or the emotion or the feeling. And tell me how. Write it down and take 2 sips of water after that. Just take little water. Okay. And write that down. How are you feeling? And then you can please unmute yourself. Rashmidi has given me time, so I'm not bothered about the time. I'm just flowing.
Beautiful. Feeling very peaceful.
You're feeling peaceful. Okay. Kavita, and then we had Devika. Please tell me, how is your body feeling?
Discomfort is 3, pain.
Okay.
Uncertainty, I'm not thinking about it right now because I'm focusing on, this thing.
Superb.
Okay. I haven't thought of the uncertainty for this much time.
That's brilliant. That's the trick. Okay. How about others?
I think my pain has gone down up to 2.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying my best to feel it again, but
We're like, how can my pain, which has been there for such a long time, how can it go? I'm so attached to my pain. I want to feel it. I want to press it. Let
Absolutely.
it go. We fall in love with our pains and aches. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Sorry, let it happen. Unconsciously. It's very unconscious. Okay, ladies, I'm going to go for one more round. Let's take it big, even. Since it's already going down for all of you, and I'm so grateful it's happening because you're just trusting the process, you're receiving it. That's why it's happening. That's also one of the main ingredients. As I said, faith and trust. Let's go for one more round. Even though I still have this remaining pain or remaining discomfort, since it has gone down. For others, if it has not gone down, we can just tap it again. Even though I still have this remaining pain, I deeply and completely love and accept, heal and integrate that part of me. Even though it's here, Anjali, it's here, the karate chop point, even though, because that point is very important. Even though I still have this remaining pain, I deeply and completely love and accept, heal and integrate that part of me. Third round, in case the pain hasn't gone down at all. So then you say, even though I still feel this pain, remaining pain, and I don't know the reason why I don't want to let go of it, I deeply and completely love and accept, heal and integrate that part of me. So let's start tapping at the eyebrow point. This time it will be faster. This remaining pain or this remaining uncertainty or discomfort. Although at this moment I'm not thinking about it, but another part is saying, what will you start after you start thinking about it? Then what will happen? But that's okay. I'll think about that later. Let me be in a good space right now. This remaining discomfort, this remaining pain, I feel really good, but there is still some part which is still bothering or hurting me. This remaining pain. This remaining pain. A part of my body is now relaxing. I'm feeling much lighter. And I'm feeling better. This remaining discomfort, this remaining pain, or this remaining uncertainty, at this moment, I'm feeling really, really good. I'm good. I learned a new technique. Third round. This remaining pain. This remaining pain. My body is now relaxing. My mind is now relaxing. I'm feeling so good. And I can choose to be happy at this moment. Everything is fine. I'm breathing. I'm alive. Three rounds are done. Again, we keep our hands on the heart, chest. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in through the nose. So do this technique. Breathe in through the nostrils and breathe out through the mouth. Try to take your breath. I'm seeing most of your breathing in the, this in your near your lungs. Take it to the belly. Inflate your belly like a balloon and then deflate it. That's much more relaxing. Now check. Tell me the physical level of discomfort and then take just 2 sips of water and write that down. How much is the discomfort now? And what are the feelings that are coming up now? Somebody has written relaxing. Thank you, Poonam. Suman Lata has raised a hand. Yes, please. Is there a question? I'll come back to the questions. Please hold them. I will be coming back. We have a small meditation after this because you're in a good space. I'm going to take you 5-7 minutes meditation and then I will answer all your questions. I'm there. I'm not going anywhere. As long as you don't throw me out. Okay.
I would like to share my thought. I'm Mugda.
Yes.
Yeah, I was feeling a lot of heaviness before. It was not exact pain or anything somewhere, but after doing this exercise, I'm feeling very lighter, as if my body has become very light and very relaxed.
Thank you so
Really,
much.
thank you.
You made my day. I'm so grateful that you have been able to
This
do that.
exercise was really great.
Thank you. And it's very simple, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What about others? How are the discomfort for Kavita, Devika, others who had physical discomfort? How's Anjali feeling? How's Rashmidi feeling? She's of course feeling always great, but just asking.
No. I'm the eldest around here. And when you were talking about age, I said all the stuff they're saying and more is mine. But I think my mind is feeling much more relaxed. My headache is gone and I'm feeling relaxed. So it's really wonderful. Little technique, so quick, so magical.
It is magical.
No.
It's very quick.
Not eldest, Rashmi. Hello.
Hey, hello, Mala. Just a bit only.
Not eldest.
Okay. So thank you so much for sharing. How is Devika feeling and how is Kavita feeling now?
I'm feeling so good with my knees. So good that I hate to say this, but I just can't believe it's happened in a matter of, few minutes. I've been nursing this pain for the past 2 months and it just disappears just like that.
Isn't that brilliant?
So much. Yeah, it is indeed.
So can I make a small suggestion if you don't mind?
Sure.
Can you stop saying the word hate? Just say I love to say this.
Yeah.
We are so used to saying this, and this is, I'm not saying out of the blue. I used to do this to myself maybe about 5 years back. Oh, I hate to do this. I hate this part. You know what? Then I just started saying, I love this part of me. I love this. And now that word has gone out of my system. I love. So you consciously do it, you will stop saying this. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely. Isn't that great?
It's amazing.
That's great.
Are you
Even
all
if you
ready
don't
for
Very
have
great.
the pain, or you feel so much positive about yourself,
I'm feeling
and
so
you
light.
relax.
So your amygdalas have relaxed. They are saying it's okay. And the conscious mind has taken over. So you're
Yeah.
not in the auto, that suggestion mode of the subconscious. Our subconscious is 6,000 times more powerful. Its function is only to make you, keep you alive. But we are alive. We are breathing. And that part of the body which was hurting, if I go deeper, there is a reason behind it. But this, sometimes you don't need to go to the reason. It still helps. Because the moment you breathe in oxygen, what happens? Oxygen goes into your brain. And the connection with the amygdala cuts off. And hypothalamus says, you know what? It's fine. It's absolutely fine. And the blood gushes into those parts of the body which are also hurting. And there is relaxation. So since all of us are in a great state of mind, I'm now going to take you into a quick meditation. Are you with me? Then
Yes.
we will take questions. Okay, so I will increase the volume a bit. Thank you. So gently close your eyes. And sit in a comfortable position. You're sitting on the chair, let the feet be firmly on the ground. Uncross your legs if your legs are crossed. Your hands can be just on your thighs with palms facing upwards, or any other position you want to keep. Anything is fine with me. Let your spine be relaxed and erect. You can keep a cushion behind if you wish to. Just be in a very relaxed state. Okay. So first of all, what I'm going to do, once again, I'm going to take you through the scan of your body and release if there is still any stress left in the physical body. Okay. So with your feet firmly on the ground, first of all, just lift the toes up with, the heels down, and just the front portion of your feet are lifting up. Your heels are down. As you lift it up, lift, just pull it up. You will feel the pressure in your shin bones and your calf muscles. Feel it. Feel, hold it, and release. Take a deep breath. Allow your calf muscles, shin bones to just relax. And put them in a deep state of relaxation. Take a deep breath and breathe. Perfect. And now we will be, just bring your knees together and just lift through the thighs, just lift your feet up. So you will feel the pressure in your thighs and your knees. If there is too much of a pain, please don't do it. But if you can, do it. Keep there, lift, hold, release. Breathe in, breathe out. Let go of that stress in your legs and put your soles of your feet, your ankles, your calf muscles, your knees, and your thighs in a deep state of relaxation. Give yourself the permission to relax. And now bring your awareness to your shoulders. Lift your shoulders as if your shoulders are touching your ears. Lift, as if I'm pulling your shoulders up. Hold. Release. Take a deep breath. And breathe out. Allow your shoulders to relax. Put your shoulders in a deep state of relaxation. If you do not have spondylitis, you can just take your neck slowly back and feel the stretch in the front of your neck. If you have spondylitis, please don't do this. Hold Hold it. Feel the stretch and slowly bring your neck back. Deep breath, breathe in and breathe out. Put your neck in a deep state of relaxation. And now just let your chin touch your chest. So bring the head down slowly, very slowly. And you will now feel the stretch at the back of your neck. Perfect. Hold, hold, hold. And release. Bring your neck back slowly. Perfect. Now take a deep breath and breathe. I will quickly once again rejuvenate your body with a deeper meditation. So just let your eyes be closed, listening to my voice, and let's go deeper and deeper in our own quiet, safe spaces. Take your awareness to the soles of your feet and visualize or imagine strong roots growing down from the soles of your feet. And let these roots go deep inside the core of Mother Earth and anchor your roots there. As you anchor your roots inside the crystalline core of Mother Earth, you will feel the gravitational pull, as if something is pulling you down. This is the energy of Mother Earth. Feel her grounding, support, and also her nurturing. Know that all the resources will be available to you. And now feel as if this earthy brown energy of Mother Earth is rising up through these roots, coming up the soles of your feet, absorbing any leftover stress and recharging it with the energy of the earth, further coming into your ankles, rising through your calf muscles and your shin bones, further going into your knees and into your thighs, absorbing all the stress that the muscles have been holding and replacing it with loving, nurturing, kind, supportive energy of Mother Earth. Keep breathing and keep going deeper and deeper into your wide space. And now let this energy rise up your pelvic area, entering your genitals and your pelvic muscles, absorbing all the stress that you have been holding in that part of the body, replacing it with loving, kind, nurturing, supportive, healing energy. Keep breathing deeper and deeper. You're listening to my voice, and you're going deeper and deeper into your wide space. Give yourself the permission to relax. Lovely. And now let this energy rise up your spinal column, from your tailbone, rising up your entire spine, absorbing the stress from the muscles of your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. Take a deep breath and feel your back muscles relaxing. Affirm that you always have the resources to deal with the situation. I feel the support of Mother Earth always with me. And let this message go from the nerves of the back to every cell of your body. And now bring your awareness to your stomach, your digestive organs, and release all the stress that you've been holding there into this energy of Mother Earth. Heal it, rejuvenate it, and cleanse it. deep breath, breathe out. Your stomach, your liver, pancreas, the intestines, gallbladder, kidneys, all are relaxing and energized at this moment. Allow this energy to further rise into your chest area, absorbing all the stress that you have been holding in your physical heart, your lungs, your arteries, and your veins. Feel this energy of earth entering your heart, the muscles of your heart, this brown, earthy energy rising into your lungs and replenishing these vital organs with kind, positive, loving, healing, nurturing energy of Mother Earth. Feel a new, fresh breath of life in your heart. And listen to what your heart is telling you today. Is your heart happy with you? Just listen to the rhythm of your heart. And make a promise to your heart that you will keep it healthy. And you will be kind to your heart by loving, kind, nourishing thoughts. Thank you, heart, for keeping me alive. Thank you so much, lungs, for keeping me alive. Gratitude. I shall feed you with loving, kind, nurturing, healing thoughts. That's my promise to you. Because that is in my hand. Brilliant. Feel your heart feeling so happy. Some of you might feel some positive energy in every cell of your body. Let's enhance it. Allow this energy now to move into your neck. Release all the stress that your neck has been holding into this energy. Allow your neck muscles to relax, shoulders to relax. Breathing deeper and deeper. And now let this energy enter your scalp. As it enters your scalp, it absorbs all the stresses that you've been holding there. It penetrates into your brain and relaxes your left brain, your right brain, completely relaxes your amygdala. At this moment, everything is fine. And now let it flow into your facial muscles, your jaw muscles, all deeply and completely relaxing with every breath. Keep breathing deeper and deeper. You are listening to my voice and my voice only. Any other sounds that you hear in the background helps you to focus on the sound of my voice. And now let this energy flow from your shoulders into your upper arms, your lower arms, your wrists, to the tips of the fingers of your hands. All relaxing each and every breath. Perfect. Your entire physical body, from the tip of the toes to the top of your head, to the tip of the nose, completely relaxed. Another deep breath and release this energy back to the earth. If there is anything left over, it will go back to the earth as positive energy and it will be recycled back by Mother Earth. You are going deeper and deeper with every breath, deep into your own wide, sacred, healing space. The deeper you go, the more you relax. The more you relax, the deeper you go. Deep into your own wide, safe space. Perfect. And in this beautiful state of being, where your mind is relaxed, your body is relaxed, make a commitment to yourself that I shall take up 7 minutes out for me in the morning and 7 minutes out for me in the evening, as I matter to myself. And it's okay for me to do this. That's the commitment I make to myself and my heart. To love myself, to accept myself. Just the way I am. And let this go deeper and deeper and deeper. Deep into your being. For next few moments, you shall not be listening to my voice. The absence of my voice, coupled with other sounds in the background, shall help you to go even deeper. Perfect. Now I'm going to slowly bring you out of this beautiful state of being. And when you come out, you will be feeling fully fresh, refreshed, and very, very present in the moment. Bring your awareness to your body. Feel the weight of your body on the chair. Feel the ground beneath the soles of your feet. Feel the fabric next to your skin. Feel your breath. Breath going in and breath going out. And remember, as long as we are breathing, we always have the ability to make a choice. And that's the choice you make today for yourself. Always remember that. Uncertainties will come and go. But as humans, we always have the resources to deal with it. And if we do not have at that moment, all we need to do is just sit and chill. And we shall get what we want. Take a deep breath, breathe out. Imagine before you come out a beautiful bubble of pink light around you. This is the light of yourself, your love. And crystalline the edges of this beautiful ball of light around you. This is your own safe space, your own space. And you can go back to this space whenever you feel like. All you have to do is close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and go back into this space. And nobody can take this away from you. It's yours. Thank you. Take a deep breath, breathe out, bring your awareness to your palms. Rub your palms together. Bring your palms together, nicely rub them. Create that warmth between your palms. And wherever you feel like, cup your eyes with your palms. be in that space for some time. And when you open your eyes with a bright smile on your face, take a little bit water, a sip of water, and please write down quickly what came to you. Just write it down in your notepad. And now I'm open to sharings. I'm open to, if you have time, if you want any questions, please shoot your questions to me. Thank you. If anyone has done this for meditation for the first time, the head sometimes feels heavy, that's fine. It's a good news because the glial cells in the brain, some new connections are being made, so that will go away after some time. So just chill on that. So that's it. How was the experience for all of you?
Superb. It's like every time we give instructions to everyone, we think about many things. It's like the first time you're giving instructions to your body. Every nerve of your body, just calm, relax. I'm taking care of you. I'm there for you. I will protect you. That's the feeling I got.
Can you write that down, please? What your
Yeah,
body
I have.
Because the body is always listening to us. That's what I say. The body is listening. So whatever we are saying to the body, there is a metaphysics of every disease. This is so. Thank you.
There's a feeling of lightness.
Yeah.
A feeling of lightness, and it's a feeling where you are in a state where nothing is bothering you.
Lovely. Isn't that good? Now, in that state is where you will get your solutions and your answers. So when you say nothing is bothering me, now in this state, put that question which has been bothering you, probably you will get your solution.
Wonderful journey and peaceful.
That's it. Yeah. Anybody else wants to share? So, I think a lot of people have shared that they feel very calm, comfortable. How's the Devika? How's the knee pain? How are they now feeling?
It's not there right now.
Super. So you will do it every day. So now the questions, I'm looking for questions. What are the questions? It worked. It's great. I know it works. I have no doubt about it's going to work. But what are your questions now to me? I know I've exceeded my time, but yeah. But some things, these things, they take time. I mean, you can't do it in a rush. So yes. So the most asked question, you can always reach out to me on my number, it's here. But the most asked question is, how many times do I do?
Exactly.
What are the precautions? And so I will just answer your questions. There are most important times when we can do. Yeah. Although most of us say early in the morning, as a hypnotherapist, I would say in the night before you go to sleep.
There's a question. Can I pose a question?
Yes,
There's a
sure,
question
sure,
from
sure,
somebody.
sure. Yeah, please.
The person says, I was never a creature of habit, but ever since the lockdown this year, I have developed some habits which brought me some sense of peace and feeling of control. But now I feel so caught up in these habits that if I miss one, my day is affected and it starts to have a domino effect on me. Now I feel more fretted rather than free. I thought these were coming as a coping mechanism, but I feel they are becoming OCD. How do I get out of this tangle?
Thank you for that question, but there cannot be a one answer for this question, because I'll have to actually work with this person and understand, because any coping mechanism, it's a coping mechanism. And sometimes, like, what do? We start, let's say we start watching Netflix. A lot of people started doing that, right? I'm feeling bored. And now that Netflix became an addiction. And when Netflix became an addiction,
I think what the person is trying to say, that they were using these things to cope up with loneliness or to cope up with this, but
Exactly.
it has become an addiction and they're not able to get out of it.
So, good question. I would really like to talk to this person later on. But what I told you, there is something called replacement behavior therapy. Okay. What does that mean? Let's say, what are you replacing that thing with? What are you coping with? That also matters a lot, right? What kind of habit are you putting yourself in? Let's say somebody was smoking. The smoking addiction went away, but now you're drinking that glass of wine or whatever, or you're now into, so that is the replacement behavior has now gone to this. So this is a coping, because the sadness has not been dealt with, or the fear has not been dealt with. We repressed it by drinking, or we repressed it by seeing movies, or these are again coping. What kind of coping techniques have you taken? But instead of that, if I go out for a walk, what is that habit? Now, is that habit helping me? Or have I started listening to something which is really, really helping me out? Because, so that's what kind of things are you coping with? Because coping mechanisms, we all need coping mechanisms to survive on Earth. It's normal, it's human. But if the coping mechanism now becomes like an addiction, you said it's become like an OCD. I cannot go to sleep if I don't watch, let's say, Netflix, or we all are into also browsing and going to Instagram and all that. A lot of people are, because we're getting so addicted to it. Because that's how it is. The energy of these things are like that. Probably this has to be really worked with. It won't go just by maybe you can tell him to this person, him or her, just do tapping and see if that helps. But this might require more intervention. It might require help from outside. First of all, as a therapist, I would like to ask from a person, what was the sadness? What were you replacing? Why were you replacing it? And what was missing that you started replacing this thing with? Then that became like an addiction. So this is deeper.
Is it okay if the person connects with you?
Yes, absolutely. Why not? This is my work. These are my numbers, and you can connect.
Sure. I will.
You can also write a mail. You can mail me. My email ID is there on the screen. Okay, so I was telling what is the best time to do this? Early morning when we get up, good time again. And night before we go to sleep is the most important time. Why? Because that is the time we are dumping everything into our brain and we are going to sleep. I'm sure all of you have this, that, we should not fight and go to sleep. We should nicely make up with each other and then go to sleep. Why? Because we sleep with that, isn't it? So, whatever has happened throughout the day, some good, bad, ugly, there are so many things which have happened. We most of the time sleep with that unconsciously. Do tapping. So even though I had a bad day today, I deeply and completely love and accept that part. Even though I just didn't feel good. Oh, now do this. Now go to sleep. What you will see in the morning, you will get with better energy. Get up with the better energy. And in the morning, let's say you have a day chalked out. Like Anjali was telling, there is so much, I'm carrying laptop everywhere and I have no boundaries. So even though I am so distressed or scared, how am I going to handle all these things? I have to cook, I have to do this, I have to do that. What will this do? It's not that the maid will come or that will not happen, but you will be in a better space of mind to deal with that. That will happen. And now your cortisol levels will not go up. Your bad hormones will not go up. And your good hormones, serotonin, dopamine, will be there to handle with that. Because stress will come. It will come. It's normal to have stress, unless you are Buddha or you're sitting on top of mountain and nothing is. But there also, there people will have stress because you're feeling too cold over there. I feel stressed when I go to Himachal. I'm more South Indian at heart now. Rashmi will kind of agree with me. I feel so cold over there. So I do get stressed in the winters if I have to go to Himachal. So that is normal. But what do? I wear big jackets over there. So morning and night, at least do 2 times. You can also do, and so don't kind of, let the emotion bother you so much. Acknowledge it. You can also do it in the washroom. If you don't want to tell people that, some of us feel that we are so strong, I don't want to show my weakness to anyone. How can I break? But we all. So go in the washroom and teach it to your children. It's very, 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 very effective. And so these are the 2 times which you could do. You incorporate it into your meditation. So if you're into meditation, do that. You can, like what I did today, I did tapping, I cleared the stress, and then I did meditation. So you could go even more deeper. So empty the cup and then fill it with positive or your meditations or whatever you want to do. And Kavita, maybe what you could do is you can let me know later on also. Before you go to go for your walk, just do tapping and go now. And that even though I'm wondering if I might come again, and then check after you come back, has it reduced? After you come back again, do the tapping. Trust me, if you keep doing this, hopefully you might not have to see the doctor. Hopefully.
I'll do that. Thank you so much.
And also talk to your knee. Keep your hands on your knee and especially behind the knee, and tell your knee, I love you so much. And thank you for making me feel so flexible all the time. So you talk to your body, because knee is all about flexibility. So where in the life have the rigidity come in? So this is what you have to tell your knee. I'm flexible to change. I'm flexible to change. And your knee is listening.
Right. Thank you.
So amazing. So beautiful how you explained, how you balanced us all today. Thank you, Niv. I don't know how to thank you. It was so beautiful. I think before we do any Vidya meeting next time, we will first do the tapping. What do you say?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Please.
Really gorgeous, really wonderful. We all feel so refreshed and kind. I'm now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions do we have, team? Anybody else?
Any other questions? Somebody?
Go ahead, Devika.
Thank you so much, Nivedita ji, for this wonderful session. And I'm sure, just like me, all of us here are feeling so light and enlightened. And your work with alternative therapy is really inspiring. And I think it is the need of the hour today. It is so good to know that healing can happen using our own body energies with minimal use of chemicals. Your talk about acceptance, accepting our emotion, expressing, releasing our energy as tools to overcome distress, anxiety, fear, and uncertainty and doubt are really useful. Today, our beneficiaries, teachers, and the entire Vidya family can apply these techniques in their daily lives to improve the quality of life that we live every day. We take this opportunity to welcome you to be part of our Vidya family. We would love to see you more often at our centers across Bangalore and, of course, in India too. Many of our teachers and beneficiaries would like to learn from you, and I'm sure they've understood the benefits of this healing therapy. So a lot of us, I'm sure, are going to volunteer and are having this really great feeling, volunteer to learn from you and become healers ourselves. I would like to also thank our audience for their participation, their questions, their patience, and participation in everything. If any of you today wish to connect up with Nivedita ji, please do connect up with us, and we will connect you to her for whatever issues that you're having, and hopefully you will all get healed. And I'm sure it's just in 1 hour we are feeling so good, so we can imagine if you're under Nivedita ji's therapy, how good we would be. Once again, thank you, Nivedita ji, for all that you've done. You have truly inspired us today. Thank you, and thank you everybody for being here today. Wonderful session, and I'm sure all of us are going to applaud that. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Nivedita.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nivedita.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Rashmi ji. Bye-bye.
Thank
I will
you.
definitely come